Welcome everyone to the first video of 2024. Happy New Year. So today what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get the engine of the GSI ready, as close to being ready as we can to dropping it out. Maybe we might get it out in this video, who knows, we'll see how we go. So yeah, that's the aim for today. Let's crack on. Okay, so I totally forgot, but got an issue with the locking wheel nut. Let's see if I can get it on here. No. Basically, my locking wheel nut, don't know whether you can see it on there, but the key bit that makes the locking wheel nut come undone has spun inside the key. So every time you put pressure to undo the bolt, this just spins and pops off. I could do with a battery powered impact gun, but unfortunately I've not got one. So we're gonna have to see if we can do a workaround, see if we can leave the wheels on maybe. I don't know. If not, I'm gonna have to see if I can pick up an impact gun, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so let's crack on and see if we can get some of this engine taken out. So, not gonna lie, I've never taken an engine out of a Vectra. Never had to. So hopefully I'll be able to figure this out. I've got a rough idea of what needs happening. We'll soon see, because normally what I would do is I'd get an engine crane and I'd lift it out the top. But I've been told on these it's easier to just drop it straight out the bottom with the subframe, the suspension, everything, just to drop it straight down out the bottom. So we're gonna give it a go. See, things like this are absolutely disgusting. So I think when we go back together, all this needs cleaning up. Give it a lick of paint, make it look a bit nicer. What else we got? Well, for those that are subscribed and coming along with me, I appreciate your subscription. For those of you that are new, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe if you want to see more of this car. If you've got any advice for me, or you know of anywhere where I can get some parts, feel free to comment. If you know anyone with this car that would like to follow along with us, click the share button. I'd appreciate it very much. And that's all I'm going to say on that for now. Wow, I should have done this with the battery in. Yep, definitely should have done it with the battery in. How in God's name? Gotcha. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to disconnect everything from the engine away from the body of the car, because obviously I need the engine out. So there's certain parts of the wiring loom that can stay on the car, and then there's other parts that can go with the engine. So this is what I'm trying to find out, which bits can go where. Like this bit here, all of this, once I've disconnected this line off here, this bit can go with the engine, this bit can stay with the car. Same with the water hoses and the fuel lines, and there's certain parts that can stay on the car, other bits will go with the engine, and that's what we need to try and figure out. Okay, so let's see if we can get to what we need to in here without having to remove this. Because to remove this, I need to take the wipers off. I'm not sure whether we can get around it. Soon find out. And the answer to that is no. We don't know, actually. You know what? To make things easier, I'm just going to remove that. Yes. Let's get it removed. So there is a big list of parts that I do need. So in the comments, once I've made myself a little list, I will put up a list. So if anyone knows where I can get some cheap, I'd appreciate that very much. Also, if any of you that are following along would like to donate, I'd appreciate that. I've got a buy me a coffee link, which is in the description. Again, I appreciate anyone that's willing to help, because this car is actually my baby. I've had it, well, not literally my baby, but you know what I mean. of these vacuum lines need checking as well, because I do have a vac leak from somewhere. Didn't quite figure out where that was before we parked it up. So it gives me a good excuse to search for it now. Okay, good thing is all the bolts are coming undone, so that's another bonus. Well, here we have an ECU. Is it going to be that easy? It actually is. I like. And I can just pull out of there. Get in there, get in. Here's one for you. I've got a K&N filter here, which came on the car when I bought it. Don't like it. I want a new one. I want an original airbox. So if anyone knows where I can get one or has one, please get in contact with this top hose as well, because I've had to take this up just to get the car to run right. Again, little things that add up. Also, it's not just this car I've got. I have got another car that's just up there, which is a Mark 1 Insignia SRI, CDTI, the SRI version. We'll be doing a few things to that in the future. So again, if you want to see that, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Right, I wanted these cable ties off. So let's move you over here. Don't know whether you can see. Let me show you. Okay, this should have a cover. Cam belt should have a cover over it. And what happens is all this wiring here clips to the cover. But when I bought the car, there was no cover. So what's happened is this is loose. All the weight has been here and it's broke it. It's also been rubbing onto the cam belt, and it's just everything about this engine is just a mess. Hence why we've built a new one. Again, if you're new and you haven't seen that, feel free to go back and have a look. It's on another video. Yes, that's right. I need a new one of these. This is, I do believe it's called a stabilizer link, the engine. I'll show you why I need a new one once I get it off. Doesn't give me much room for that at all. Wow, yeah, this has definitely had it. Don't even know if you can see the state of that. Yeah, that should be solid like that. Even that's had it. But stupid, right? Can't physically buy these for the V6. Well, you can, but they're really expensive. Like really expensive, like over £100 just for that, with a bit of rubber in it. Like, why would you charge so much? Looks like somebody's actually tried to fill it with silicone, stop it from. Yeah, that's actually silicone. That's glue. Something else that needs replacing. Add it to the list. Would love to get it powder coated. So that might be a job. It looks so much nicer than what it does now if it was powder coated. Or do I just do it cheaper and just spray it? Don't know. Okay, so a few issues. I've done a few bits off camera. Tried to take the gear linkage off of the gearbox, and the bracket that holds the cable isn't secured correctly. So obviously previous owner or whoever's done the work on it hasn't tightened it up, so it's loose. And what's happened is, when I've come to take the gear linkage off of the gearbox, it's clean snapped. It's because basically where the bracket has been, it's been constantly moving like this, and it's basically broke the cable. So as I've pulled on it to take it off the gearbox, it's just clean snapped. So I need a new set of gear linkage cables. Joy, more money to the list. Can't seem to figure out how to get these pipes off of the water pipes that go to the heater matrix. Can't seem to figure out how they come off this valve, and I don't want to break it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off from where it connects to the engine. Problem with that is, can't get to it because of where it is. It's literally right under all this. So I was hoping to leave all this on, but it looks like it's got to come off. See, now I can see. And the reason why I couldn't get it off is it's got a Jubilee clip on it, which that isn't standard. Yay. Oh wow. Wow, look at that. Don't know if you can see that, but that has had it. So that means that's been leaking. Wow, actually has as well. So I think that is as far as I'm going to go. Oh dear, it's a bit close. So then, I'm going to call this a day, because I'm starting to get a bit cold now. I've done everything at the top of the engine. Everything's disconnected. All I've got now is to take the exhaust off and disconnect the steering column from the steering rack. And I do believe that's everything. Oh, no, I've got to disconnect the brakes, but because I can't get the wheels off because of the broken locking wheel nut key, can't do that yet. So I need to see if I can borrow somebody's impact driver, battery powered one hopefully, to get them off. If not, it's going to be a case of, I don't know, to be fair, whacking a socket on the actual locking wheel nut and undoing it that way. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So we're getting there very slowly. And for those of you that have watched before, thank you very much. For those that haven't, please subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'd appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, I have got a buy me a coffee link if anyone wants to help with the project. And I've also got a couple of eBay links, which I'll pin in the comments. And if you buy something from eBay using one of my links, I get a little bit of commission on whatever you purchase. It's not a lot, but it always helps. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.